Good morning, Steemit. This is Hejin Lee with a morning update for a Monday, November 6th for Bitcoin. So let's see what the overnight price action has given us. So they declined as low as 7,070. And from there it has bounced off. And the count that I had left this with was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the blue was being complete, and 3 was potentially in, and that we are doing a correction. And ideally that would be here, let's say. The only thing that bothers me a little bit is the following. Let's do a little bit more. Yeah, this is already a high resolution, 15-minute microscopy, chartoscopy, is the following. What I see here is a set of 5 waves. I mean, it's a perfect impulse. And if this is 3 and 4 is in progress, and I'm seeing 5, and this looks very 3-wave-ish. This looks like a 3-wave. This is definitely 5-wave. There is a type of correction in early waves called a zig-zag. You should imprint this into your mind and memorize it. It's very important. And this is also called 5, 3, 5, 6. Still dark in my office. Early in the morning. Can't see my keyboard very well. I try not to turn the light on. I'd rather get the morning sun as the first light. My computer screen is completely blocked of all blue lights, harmful blue lights. Because that's not the first thing I want to see in the morning. So I have the F locked and I've got the filters, everything on. My glasses have the blue tech lenses, which filters out all of the blue lights too, which is very healthy for you, especially when you're driving at night. All the LED lights that shine at you from the oncoming cars, no bueno. So the lenses I have is called Blue Tech, B-L-U-T-E-C-H. A bit pricey. More pricey if it is prescription lenses. My eye prescription is like that of a Coke bottle. Very nearsighted. And I'm also getting farsighted as I'm getting older. Although I've refused to get bifocals so far. So here. Is going back to zigzag, 5, 3, 5. You might be saying, okay, what does the 5, 3, 5 mean? Is that a code? No, it simply means that wave A has 5 impulse subwaves, just like that. And wave B is 3. So it has, very simply, 3 subwaves called A, B, C. Like that, A, B, C. So A has 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. B has A, B, C, 3, and C has 5. Now, in a correction of ABC, the C wave always has 5 waves. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. just like that. That's what I call 5, 3, 5. And that's called the zigzag. Remember this. This is all in the book, The Elliott Wave Principle. So this book, The Elliott Wave Principle, is a gem of a book. It has everything you need to know about Elliott waves. It is also very didactic, very instructive in teaching you how to do your counts. Buy it. $10 used. I heard someone comment that's how much they paid for a used one. Get it. I don't think it's in Kindle, but I'd rather have it in paper format. You can put notes, bookmark it. You must have this to be able to, quote unquote, fish on your own. The last thing you ever want to do is always follow somebody, because you'll be following for the rest of your life, and you don't want to follow. You want to lead yourself. You want to be informed, not uninformed. Because when you are informed, you are able to call your own shots. Right now, and for quite a while, I have been actively avoiding anyone else's analysis. No, not out of arrogance. Not at all. Not to debunk others' analysis. No. It's because I'm human. I'm a human being. And when I read someone else's analysis, it can also influence mine. So I want to be as siloed away from everyone else's analysis as much as possible, so I can lead myself and rely purely on just my analysis and no one else's. That's why when another Elliottian sends me a chart, I kind of actively avoid looking at it for a little while, so it doesn't impact my updates and my analysis and my Elliott wave counts and chart pattern perceptions. I welcome everyone to send me their charts. It's just that I won't look at it right away. I want time to pass so that their chart impact will have very little to none on mine. So get this book. The teacher can set the curriculum, but the student sets the time. And you can delay and delay and delay in getting this book. But until you get this book, you will not be able to complete the curriculum. That's a very important factoid. So back to heel. A zigzag. Beautiful zigzag. Now, let's go back to heel. So I'm on a 3 wave, and I see 5 waves, and a 3 wave up. 5 waves, and a 3 wave up. I think what's next possible is that we may go a little higher, let's say, but we will see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops. 5, 3, 5. And that means from an ABC, these 5 waves are subwaves of an A. I'll just type in the A. B, C. Capiche? Does it make sense? It should. And it'll make a lot more sense from a scope point of view once you get that book and begin studying that book. So you're getting 5, 3, 5. Now I have an alternate count that could be a little bit more bearish, because what I said was, what is the first indication of a trend reversal? 5 waves in the opposite direction. Now these 5 waves clearly is a trend reversal with regards to an ABC correction. Perfect. Now the other possibility is that these 5 waves, instead of A, could be the subwaves of a wave 1 down. Could be wave 2. And this next 5 wave, instead of being a C, could be a wave 3. And then we'll have 4. And then we could have 5. But that is my alternate, less likely in probability. So that's my alternate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I don't think that's going to be as likely as the ABC correction that I have here. ABC. And once this ABC is complete, then we'll start checking back up again. Get rid of these. Move this to here. And this would mark the 4. Okay. And because time has elapsed, we'll have to move 5 to the right. This will be clearly what's called a right translated move. Oh, by the way, I'm sure someone was going to ask, what is a right translated and what is a left translated peaking or move, price move? So let's take this as here's the X price on the time axis. If price peaked here, okay, like that, this is called a left translated. It peaks early in time and is often bearish. Okay, that is called a left translated price action. If price, as you're seeing now, goes, oh, come on, is right translated, where it happens later in time, in other words, it builds up to it, that is bullish, because from there it'll go back up. And so I have been expecting, and still am, a right translated peaking. So you can look that up on the internet search as well and read a little more about it. Here is the daily chart. We are doing that correction that I was thinking about. I was saying 1, 2, we have hit 3, 4, and I'm sorry, I haven't done the commonality of the labeling for 3. Done it. I have my degree of trends all mixed up, and I'm sorry about that. It should be better. I have here as a Roman numeral 3, but here as a blue 3, same wave. We're doing wave 4, maybe down to 6,900, 7,000. It went down to 7,000 already, spiked down. One curious aspect here is a hammer candlestick and a gravestone candlestick. So this hammer is very short body but long price range, and its inverted form is called a gravestone. Looks like a gravestone in a graveyard. This could represent a temporary top. I mean, it needs a correction. And that's what it may be indicating. It needs a correction, and we're going to correct because we need to recharge on a little more mojo to continue going up. This is the only reason why I've given the alternate count. So it could be ABC, and this 5 wave could go down lower. I don't know how far exactly it'll go. Now this number is also incorrect as well. Clearly wave 4 cannot overlap with the wave 1. So I've zoomed out in time. I'm going to get rid of some of these markings just to make it a little more clear. The subwaves, get rid of them for now. Undo this, undo that. Get rid of this. Get rid of that. This, let's clean it all up. So everything is a lot more visible. So from here, 1, 2, 3, and this is the 4. And that 4 can go to the region of prior 4, which is over here. No, these are subwaves. Get rid of that too, sorry. Made it confusing. Do it again. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4. Once again, sorry. 1, come on. 1, 2, 3, 4. I want to make sure I have it coordinated, and then 5 to 8,000-ish. Do I have the make it blue parentheses? Okay. Oops. Ha, sub-millennium year white. That should be minor, sub-micro. On a daily. Let's make it micro. Okay. Oops, wrong color. Make this vignette as well. Where did my other Bitcoin chart go? Oh, brother. Hold on, let me get my daily chart back up. Lost all the markings. Had to relabel it. I don't use TradingView to do any trades, so I don't really have an account with them. So I use their free version. I should subscribe and save all my charts. So anyways, this 3, Roman numeral blue 3, is this 3 in the sub-dailies. So we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're working on 3, clearly. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and if you subdivide wave 3, wave 3's 4 is right here, so it should be around this region. So I eyeballed it pretty okay for now. Like that. If this is the primary count of a zigzag, ABC, that's what will happen. So this 77 will have to wait. It's a healthy correction. I had said earlier in the week we need a correction. And if this happens, it shouldn't be alarming. And I'm counting 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, ABC, and now we got maybe on a probability scale, a good probable outcome price pathway of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Does that mean, oh my gosh, I should sell everything? Whether you sell or buy is up to you. A trader might take the profits here and wait for a lower low and buy back more. That makes sense to me. It's all up to you. But until you become proficient in counting your own waves, I wouldn't start doing that kind of moves. Because you, more often than not, you'll probably end up getting emotionally constrained and not be able to have the foresight, forward-looking discernment to be able to manage your expectations. So I think this is what the update on my Elliott wave shows. It's a healthy correction. Elliott waves make sense. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Granted, I was expecting this 3 to top at 7712. No matter. Doesn't matter. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for 3 subways. I'm just going to get rid of that so it doesn't get confusing. Alright, so I hope this is helpful. Let's see what happens during the day. If this is correct, we should see lower lows coming temporarily for a few days, a couple days. Unless this was enough, and this will, now this can morph into 5 waves. Absolutely. But that's not my primary count. So let's see what happens. Have a good day.